Hello BookTube, welcome back to the channel. 2016 is over. Cheers to you 2016, you've been a shit year. Terrible year. For most people. Not me personally. A lot of celebrity deaths, etc. That were very sad. But nothing major happened to me personally that made 2016 terrible on a personal level, which is good news for me. So this is the sort of time of year, especially today, it's New Year's Eve when I'm filming this. Should go up New Year's Eve. I don't know if I might put it up tomorrow. But yeah, this is the time of year when people start to get reflective about the year they've just had. And the year ahead, more specifically, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. This is my 2017 reading goals and plans. I'm not going to say New Year's resolutions because I don't think that's really. I've never really been into New Year's resolutions. I think making a promise at the end of a year. Saying, yeah, I'm definitely going to do these things in 20 whatever. I don't think that's the right way to approach things, because promises are quite easily broken, especially when you make them just for the new year. So I like to sort of get an idea of where we're going and plans ahead. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about, first of all, my reading ambitions for the year. And then I'm going to talk about the plans for the channel and what you can expect in 2017. I've got some hopefully interesting ideas. I've got this bit of paper because I'm a professional scribbler of notes. So I've got a big pile of books here that are just going to illustrate some of the ideas and the points that I want to touch on. So the first book I see on the top of this pile is one that just arrived in the post today. Now there's a really long and boring story about why I didn't suspect that would be coming in the post today, but I'm not going to bother telling it. I'm just going to tease you with it. You can ask me in the comments if you want to hear the really boring story about this book and why I didn't expect to get it today. So this book is called Roadside Picnic. I don't know if you can see that, because the yellow cover is glaring off the orange lights. It's terrible. So this is a Russian science fiction novel, and it's not just any old science fiction novel from Russia. It is a sci-fi masterwork. You can see it says it right there, Masterworks, SF Masterworks, which means obviously it's really good. Everyone knows that. The quote on it says it's deft and supple. So basically, if I don't drop the book, basically this is about an alien visitation. It's not like an invasion. Aliens basically do a flyby on the planet and leave six zones. It's like 6 zones across the planet. That now have loads of weird supernatural phenomenon and not ancient, obviously they're new, but like new alien artifacts. And it's about this guy who is what's known as a stalker, and he goes into these zones illegally and tries to pillage artifacts and stuff. It sounds very interesting. I discovered this was a book actually from a channel called The Book Brood, so I will link to their channel because they're very good channel. You should definitely go and watch their videos, they're cool. But yes, I discovered it was a novel from there, but I come across the idea before because there's a video game called Stalker, which with like dots in between each letter. It was like it's an acronym, even though it's not really. Which is loosely based on the book, but sort of not really. They change a lot of stuff. So I'm interested in reading it because I've been very interested in science fiction books last year, and I'm planning to read more of the well-known masterwork sci-fi books this year. Going along with that, I've also got another book here, which is Philip K. Dick's A Scanner Darkly, which is a book about a mental drug addict undercover guy, I think. Yeah, Bob Arctor, undercover narcotics agent. It's about a narcotics agent who was also a drug addict. I really liked Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which you may have seen in my videos if you bothered to watch them. And yeah, I'm interested to see what else he's got going for him. I've also got The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert A. Heinlein. After reading Starship Troopers, I figured I'd give him another shot with something else that I don't know if this has been turned into a film. Might have been. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that's good. So that's that sort of step. Plan one is to read more sci-fi masterworks from famous sci-fi authors. The next thing I want to do is sort of read more books from authors that I really loved. I think last year I read quite a lot of scattershot authors, and now I'm getting into the stage of reading where I'm sort of finding particular authors that I really love. So the book I have to show at this point off is The Singer's Gun. Again, the lighting is awful and it's a lot of glare, so I'll hold it right up to the camera. The Singer's Gun by Emily St. John Mandel. Emily St. John Mandel is become one of my favourite authors. I've only read 2 of her books, but she's only written 4. So I'm 50% positive that she's got it going on for me. So I'm going to read that, and that's going to be cool. Hopefully. So we'll see. So that's sort of number 1, read more sci-fi masterworks. Number 2, read more authors that I really love. Number 3, this is going to be a strange one. I don't know how this will go, and we'll see how it goes throughout the year. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to reread a childhood favourite series, which is Artemis Fowl. If you watched the YouTube newbie video that I did, you'll note that I mentioned it's the book series that got me into reading. So what I want to do is reread it as an adult and see if it holds up. Like, you know, people say, oh, Harry Potter, you can read them as a grown-up or a little boy and it's still magical. I want to see if that is the same with Artemis Fowl, or if I was like an idiot child. So we'll see with that. I'm going to do a series on that. I'm probably going to call it something really stupid like Foul Play or something like that, because I'm an idiot. And the last thing, the last reading goal that I have is to read more iconic books. And what I mean by that is when someone says, oh, I read sci-fi, or I read fantasy, these are the books that people are thinking about, you know. These are the books that people want you to discuss. So for that, I've got Dune by Frank Herbert. Dune is a sci-fi book. It's like an epic sci-fi book or something. But basically, all I know about Dune is that there are sandworms and the spice must flow. That's a thing. That is a thing that was said in a film that was sort of based on this book. And that's what I know about Dune. The other one is The Lord of the Rings, because I've never made it all the way through The Lord of the Rings, which is like I should give away my geek card or something like that. Some idiot elitist would say something like that, because apparently you can't like fantasy and be a nerd if you haven't read Lord of the Rings all the way through. But yeah, I think when I started to try and read Lord of the Rings the first time I was about 14, and I didn't really get into it because I was a preposterously edgy 14-year-old and I thought I was too cool for books. So that's Lord of the Rings. So those are the books that I'm planning to read. Obviously I'm going to read hopefully more books than that. I've set a Goodreads goal. It doesn't let me yet. I'm going to set my Goodreads goal for this year to be 50 books. I did 30 last year, which is 10 more than I did the year before, which is 20. So 50 I think I can do. Pull it out of the bag. We'll see. So that's books. I'm going to cut the video off here. So this is going to be, I'm going to do 2 videos because I'm a cool guy. So that's my reading goals for this year. I'm going to do another video like right now. Basically I'm just going to split this one down the middle, talking about the channel plans. So if you're not interested in that, don't watch it. If you are interested in that, then do watch it. Signing off videos is hard, so I'm just going to go. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.